Hi, and welcome to Redbird Adventures. We're new to the world of keto, but we're getting started. One of the things I've decided to do was review recipes as I'm trying them out, because I want to come up with about 20 that I really like to put into my diet. So the first one I've chosen is Creamy Chicken Green Bean Casserole, and it was from CJ's Kitchen. I actually really like the way that she shows how she makes her recipes and the way they film it. But I was a little disappointed in this one. I watched the video and I decided to put getting the recipe on my list, and I don't have a printer, so I run to the library along with a few others and I punch it out, and it takes me about a week or so to get the bacon and everything I need. And when I'm deciding to make it, I look at the recipe and all of a sudden it's not very inclusive, or what I kind of remembered about it. But I really couldn't go to the TV because it was being used at the time where I look at my videos. So I made it as best I could. The first thing I did was I took the 8 slices of bacon, which I had bought at the butcher at Hy-Vee, and cut it all up. But when it came time, after it was cooked, to add the pork rinds, it never really said how much bacon grease should be in the pan. I added it, mixed it up, and it was good. But after, when I baked it, it seemed like there was a lot of bacon grease was released down into the bottom of the casserole. So I really would like to know exactly how much bacon grease goes with the pork rinds. The next thing when I got to the recipe was it didn't have any specifics. All of a sudden it says 2 tablespoons of fresh herbs. I don't have fresh herbs, and I don't really have the availability to get them in the area I'm at. So I basically added what I thought I could, which was onion powder, garlic powder, and Himalayan sea salt, because at the bottom all it says is seasoned to taste. I thought I remembered on the video that she added a lot more things, but of course I couldn't get to it. I'm depending upon the written recipe. So I'm kind of looking at it down here if you can't, but then I get it all together and it's fine, except for the fact that it didn't really have any flavor, and my husband wasn't very well pleased. It really, here I am trying to tell you, but it didn't cut it. So later I went back and rewatched the video, and the video she did say on the video that she used thyme and rosemary, but it doesn't say it on the written recipe. Now I've added it to the written recipe. Also, for the seasoning to taste, she added Himalayan pink salt, granulated garlic, flaked garlic, chili powder, and pepper, but she never gave the amounts because, again, you're supposed to season to taste. One of the reasons I look at videos, a lot of people's videos, or go to their sites, is I'm looking for a skill set. And that's why I'm there, and part of that skill set is to get the recipe. And the recipe is the exact amounts. So I guess I'm going to try to figure out this one later. I was a little upset. So I went and talked to some people on Facebook and all the different keto sites, and I never mentioned where it was. But a lot of them are upset with, well, you have to add these fresh herbs. And I was talking to 2 people, and they were in Alaska and Nebraska. They rhyme. But both of them said that they had a difficult time getting fresh herbs also, and they don't have a fresh herb garden. And it would be nice if anybody with recipes, if you're putting it out there, out to the World Wide Web or whatever, that you would give the equivalencies for fresh to dry, and you would actually write it down. I think when we're looking for a recipe, we are really looking for the specifics, even if it's down to the 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And then the one from Nebraska really made a good point. She said a recipe is the instructions you follow. And then once it comes out of the oven and you've plated it and you put it on the table in front of your spouse or children, that's when season to taste comes in. That's when you use the salt and the pepper and the ketchup, mustard, whatever you're doing. So I would appreciate a recipe that is complete. So this is where I'm at. This is going to be going into my cookbook, my private cookbook, in the back to possibly try playing with later. But I guess my real request is, if you make a video, is could you give us the specifics? Don't write down half a recipe and write down season to taste. And thank you.